हरिः ओम श्री महागणाधिपतये नमः। ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। वेलकम टू ईक्षा चैनल। वेलकम टू ईक्षा व्यूयर्स। नित्यानंदं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं विश्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं सत्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। Today we will know about the Mahavakyas in a very brief manner. Very briefly we will know the great dictums, great Mahavakyas. Chatur Mahavakyas. Mahavakyas are profound, concise sentences taken from the Upanishads. Sri Sukarahasya Upanishad says that there are 4 Mahavakyas which speak about the essence of 4 Vedas. The 4 Mahavakyas are taken from 4 Upanishads that belong to 4 Vedas. Prajnanam Brahma is taken from the Aitareya Upanishad of Rigveda. Aham Brahmasmi is taken from Brihadaranyaka Upanishad of Yajurveda. Tattvamasi is taken from the Chandogya Upanishad of Samaveda, and Ayamatma Brahma is taken from the Mandukya Upanishad of Atharvana Veda. Out of these 4 Mahavakyas, Prajnanam Brahma and Ayamatma Brahma are considered as Lakshana Vakyas that speak about the characteristics of Brahman, or they are also considered as Vivarana Vakyas, the explanatory sentences. They explain about Brahman. Tattvamasi is considered as Upadesha Vakya, the advisory sentence, and Aham Brahmasmi is considered as Anubhava Vakya, self-experience sentence. Mahavakyas explain Jiva Brahma Aikya, the unity of Jiva individual soul with Brahman, the ultimate reality. These 4 Mahavakyas are considered as the essence of Upanishads. These Mahavakyas teach the fundamental Mahavakya, Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma. It can be called as fundamental Mahavakya, Mooladhara Mahavakya. To explain this one single Mooladhara Mahavakya, 4 Mahavakyas are given by the Upanishads. To explain these 4 Mahavakyas, hundreds of Mahavakyas and Mahavakya Sadrisha Vakyas are given in the Upanishads. Mahavakya means great sentence. Mahatcha idam vakyam Mahavakyam. Mahan Vakyam, Mahavakyam. The third sentence which speaks about Mahat or Mahan is Mahavakya. Mahat means Brahman, the greatest truth. Vakyam means sentence. Vach, to speak. Vakyam is Vatyam, that which is worthy to be spoken. Which speaks about Brahman is Mahavakya. And the sentences which speak about Jiva Brahma Aikyata are Mahavakyas. Prajnanam Brahma, the consciousness is Brahman. The Chitshakti or Chaitanya, the consciousness is Brahman. Brahman is defined in Upanishads as Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. Satyam Jnanam Anandam Brahma. This Mahavakya is explained in Sri Sukarahasya Upanishad as Chaturmukhendra Deveshu Manushyasva Gavadishu Chaitanyamekam Brahma Ataha Prajnanam Brahma Mayyapi. That is Prajnana, which sees, hears, smells, spreads and knows good and bad. That consciousness which exists among all the gods, like Chaturmukha Brahmadeva etc., other gods, among all human beings and animals like horses and cows etc., is one only, of one form. This is Prajnanam Brahma. That consciousness is Brahman. Therefore, the consciousness that is existing in me is also Brahman only. Prajnanam Brahma. Aham Brahmasmi means I am Brahman. The realization of self, Jivatma, is one with Paramatma, is Aham Brahmasmi. Paripurnaha Paratma Asmin Dehe Vidyatikarini. Buddhe Sakshitaya Stitva Spuranaham Itiryate. The Parabrahman, which is all pervading and is existing in this body, which is the means of attaining Brahma Jnana. That is, our body is the means of attaining Brahma Jnana. It is the witness of intelligence and is self-effulgent and is called by name Aham by each and every one. Svatapurna Paratma Atra Brahma Sebdena Varnitaha Asme Tyaikya Paramarshaha Tena Brahma Bhavamyakam. That completeness, the total reality is called in this Mahavakya as Brahma. By nature, that is perfect and total, Purna. The word Asmi is explaining the unity of Jivatma with Brahman or Paramatma. Therefore, I am Brahman, Aham Brahmasmi. Tattvamasi, thou art that. The Acharya advises the disciple, you are that Brahman. Ekame vadvitiyam san nama rupa vivarjitam srushte pura athuna api asya tadruktvam taditiryate. That Sat which is spoken as one without second, without attributes before creation, the same Satvastu is now spoken by the word Tat even now. Shrotur dehendriyatitam vastvatra tvam paderitam ekata gruhyate siti tadaikyam anubhuyatam. That Sadvastu Brahman is spoken in this Mahavakya as Tvam, which is neither body nor sense organs but is beyond them. The word Asi is uniting this Tvam with that Tat. Mumukshus experience that Brahman, that Jivatma is Paramatma. Now, fourth one is Ayamatma Brahma. This self is Brahman. Swaprakashaparokshatvam ayamit yuktito matam ahamkaradi dehantam prityagatmeti giyate. By the word Ayam, Ayam means this. So, it is explained that the Atma is self-effulgent, visible. That is known as Prityagatma, which is different from the gross body indicated by ego as I. Drusyamanasya sarvasya jagata sattvamiriyate brahma sebdena tad brahma swaprakashatma rupakam. The word Brahman is speaking about the substratum of the whole universe which is seen. This consciousness which is the substratum for everything is Brahman. That is in the form of self-effulgence. Ayamatma Brahma. This Ayam refers to all the objects, all beings, everyone, each and every atom of the whole universe. It can be called as Ayam, this. This Atma is Brahman. The self, that is the consciousness that is existing in all living beings is Brahman. These four Mahavakyas would be taught finally to a spiritual seeker after the sadhaka acquires sadhana chatushtaya sampatti, studies Upanishads with Shankara Bhashya or any other Bhashya. After the Sravana, Manana and Nidhichasana of Upanishads, finally the Guru advises these four Mahavakyas and explains them. These Mahavakyas are meant for self-realization and spiritual enlightenment. The one who gets this final Upadesha realizes himself as Brahman and becomes Brahman. That is, he experiences and realizes that He is not the body, mind, senses, pranas, etc. But he is Brahman. The Brahman is that ultimate reality which is seen in the form of universe, which is the substratum of the whole universe, which is Sat, Chit, Ananda, Ananta, which is Nirguna, Niranjana, Nirakara, Sarvasiktimatva, Sarvatva, Sarvavit, etc. These four Mahavakyas are considered as powerful tools for acquiring spiritual growth, self-inquiry and self-realization. The Gurus encourage the sadhakas to have inner sight, antar drushti, look within and understand his true nature, Atma Jnana. The Acharyas Upadesha Tattvamasi plays a very important role in the life of disciple to realize Brahman and get Brahma Jnana or Atma Jnana. Tattvamasi must be understood properly. Tat Tvam Asi. You are that. Who is you? What is that? How to unite them? Actually, every word got two varieties of meanings. One is Vachyartha, the ordinary meaning of the word, and Lakshyartha, the inner meaning. The Vachyartha Artha Abhidha meaning of the word is not suitable at any context. Then we have to take the Lakshyartha. Abhidha, Lakshana, Vyanjana, three also are Shabdasiktis. So we have to take Lakshyartha of that word. For example, Gangayam Khoshaha, a hamlet on river Ganga. Actually, a village cannot exist on the waters of river Ganga. So here we have to explain that the hamlet or the village is on the banks of river Ganga. That hamlet is very pious, very holy, very cool, and the people exist there are very calm going and meritorious people, good people. Now the Vachyartha of Tvam Pada is the body with the characteristics of Panchabhutas, having sense organs, mind, etc. The Lakshyartha of Tvam Pada is Satchidananda Parabrahman, the Parama Lakshya. These two are the meanings of Tvam Pada. The Vachyartha of Tat Pada, the word Tat is Ishwaratva, Sarvajñatvadayaka, etc. All pervading, all knowing, all powerful, etc. And the Lakshyartha is Satchidananda Parabrahman. These two are the meanings of Tat Pada. The word Tat always explains Parabrahman only. The meaning of the word Asi is, or it is a verb. Asi is uniting the words Tat with Tvam, Tvam with Tat. Thus the meanings of the words Tat, Tvam and Asi are explained in this Upanishad. The word Tvam means you, that is Jiva, Jivatma. Tat means that, Paramatma. This difference occurs with the difference of Karya Karana Rupa Upadhi. If these two Upadhis are removed, then what remains is Brahman only. There is only one truth, Satchidananda Parabrahma. There are not two things. Dvaita is not there. Only Advaita remains. Advaita is the only truth. Devadatta is the same person. Soyam Devadatta. That Devadatta is this Devadatta. Once Devadatta was the king, he was shining with royal attire, with crown, ornaments and all, very happy and healthy. Now that Devadatta lost his kingdom, lost all his glory, ornaments, royal attire, and has become very poor. So he is looking very in a pathetic condition and looking weak and unhappy. So, but that Devadatta, the person is the same. We must remove both that royalty and riches of that Devadatta and poverty of this Devadatta. Then what remains is only Devadatta. So, similarly, if Sarvajñatva, Sarvasiktimatva, etc. of that Paramatma and Kinchignatva, Alpashaktimatva of this Jivatma are removed. Then what remains is only Atma. Jiva, Atma, Parama, Atma. So that Jiva is removed, Parama is removed, then what remains is only Atma. This method is called as Jahad Ajahal Lakshana Vritti. Jahat means leaving something and not leaving. Ajahat means not leaving. Jahat, Ajahat, leaving something which is not wanted, and Ajahat, keeping something which is needed, not leaving something. Through Jahad Ajahal Lakshana Vritti, Tattvamasi Mahavakya is explained here in this Sukarahasya Upanishad. So in this Sri Sukarahasya Upanishad, it is explained that Sri Vedavyasa Bhagavan prayed Samba Sadasiva to give Brahmopadesha to his son Sri Sukha Brahma. Then accordingly Sadasiva gave Upadesha of Brahma Jnana, initiated him into the knowledge of Mahavakyas after giving Brahmopadesha by advising this Mahavakya Mala Mahamantra with Shadangas and explained them. Immediately Sri Sukha Maharshi did Pradakshina Namaskaras to Samba Sadasiva Parameswara, renounced everything, immersed himself in individual, that is indescribable bliss. His individuality, the feeling of I has completely gone. He has even removed that sacred thread, Upanadyantyam, the Yajnopavita, which is put at the time of Brahmopadesha. Renouncing everything, he merged himself in immense bliss and is experiencing that Brahman. He himself became Brahman. So he became one with the nature and he went out. He just did Pradakshina Namaskaras to Ishvara, and as if in trance he walked out and went out. Then seeing his son going out, Sri Vedavyasa Bhagavan was shocked, wonderstruck. He followed him saying, "Oh my son Sukha, where are you going? Why are you leaving me? Please come here, come back." So when when he is following him, the nature replied to Vyasa Bhagavan that Sukha Maharshi got Vishwatma Bhavana and merged in Brahman. He became Brahman. Thus by Mahavakyopadesha, one gets Brahma Jnana and experiences Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma, becomes one with the nature, one with the universe. Idam Sarvam Brahma Khalu. Indeed, this whole universe, all this is Brahman only. Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma. Then Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma Tajjalani iti Shanta Upasita, says the Chandogya Upanishad. Tajjalani iti Shanta Upasita. One must become very cool and calm and quiet and meditate upon Tajjalani. Tat ja la. Tannishtatvat. Tajjatvat. Tannishtatvat. Tallatvat. That is, Tajjatvat means taking birth from that. The whole universe, everything came out of that Brahman only. Tajjatva. Tannishtatva. To be in that Brahman only. Maintenance. Srishti Sthiti Laya. Tallatvat. Leenatvat is merging in Brahman only. So thinking in such a way one should meditate upon, and then he also himself becomes Brahman and merges himself in himself. So Sri Adi Shankara Bhagavatpada established 4 Jagadguru Peethas on all 4 directions of our Bharata Desha, appointed his 4 Mukhya Sishyas, the 4 main disciples, as priests of each 4 Peethas, and gave them the 4 Mahavakyas, each one to each one of them, and arranged for the protection of our Sanatana Dharma from all 4 sides of our country, so that any other Vimatas, something, they will not come into our Bharat Desha. So the 4 Mahavakyas express the fundamental truth of the relationship between the Jivatma, the individual self, and Paramatma, the ultimate reality. In our Advaita Vedanta tradition, those who are initiated into Sannyasa Ashrama are being taught the 4 Mahavakyas as 4 Mahamantras to attain the highest state in which the individual self dissolves inseparably with Brahman, in Brahman. Prajnanam Brahma, Prakrishtam Jnanam Prajnanam. The knowledge itself is Brahman. We are aware of the objects we see with the eyes. We see the objects, but the eye is just an organ. It is a golaka, an instrument to see the articles, objects. It is the mind which grasps everything. The eye sees and informs the mind. The mind understands. The mind sees through the eyes, through the ears it hears, then through the nose it smells, so through the rasana it tastes, etc. So behind the mind, the Chit Shakti, Paramatma Shakti is there. The actual power which is giving power to all the sense organs to function and the mind also to function. So that Chit Shakti is Prajnana. Prajnanam Brahma. Therefore Prajnana is Brahma. Kenopanishad called that as Pratibodha. Pratibodha Viditam Matam. Botham, Botham, Pratibotham. Every knowledge is Bodha. Whatever we see with the eye is a Bodha, a Jnana. This is a pen, this is the paper, even that is Jnana. But who is saying this is the pen? Who is knowing this is the book? That knower is Chit Shakti. That is Chaitanya. That is Brahman. Kenopanishad says, Chakshusha na pashyati yena chakshumshi pashyati tadeva brahma tvam vidhi nedam yadidam upasate. That which cannot be seen by the eye, but by the power of which the eye gets the power to see, is Brahman. The one who is knowing, the knower himself is Brahman. Thus, with regard to all the sense organs, the mantras are given there in Kenopanishad. Yan manasa na manute yenahur manomatam, like that. So, Mahavakya, that is this Mahavakya Tattvamasi, is explained by Master Uddalaka Aruni, Guru Acharya, to his son and disciple Swetaketu 9 times with 9 illustrations. It is given in Chandogya Upanishad, explaining the subtleness through illustrations. The Guru explains and teaches to his Shishya, Saya Eshoni Maitadatme Midagum Sarvam Tat Satyam Sa Atma Tattvamasi Swetaketo. O Swetaketo, you are that Brahman. So thus he explained 9 times, repeating. When the Acharya explained Prajnanam Brahma, Ayamatma Brahma, the knowledge itself is Brahman, and all this is Brahman, and advises the disciple, Tat Tvam Asi, Tattvamasi, you are that Brahman. Then the Shishya recognizes that he himself is Brahman and becomes Brahman. Brahma with Brahmaiva Bhavati. When all the rivers are running towards the ocean and they mingle and mix with the waters of ocean, then they lose their Nama Rupas. Till that time, as long as they are flowing towards the ocean and coming, they are called as Ganga, the river Ganga, Krishna, Godavari, etc. The names are there. But the moment the river merges into the ocean, it becomes only the water, Jala, Jala Tattva, original Tattva. The names, Namarupas have gone. Similarly, when a person recognizes that he himself is Brahman, he proclaims, Aham Brahmasmi, I am Brahman. This is the final declaration of self-experience. Then the sadhaka keeps his hand on himself and says, I am Atma Brahma, Aham Brahmasmi. స్వస్తి.